and I think you were trying to solve how to lay out your gym, right? Wasn't that the big question? How did you find something that worked? Because you have one big like square, right?
Yes.
You then wanted to run 2 simultaneous classes. So what have you learned from that, and what's working in that?
Well, what we ended up doing, our rig was kind of in the middle of our gym before this kind of split between lift and sweat and kind of figuring out how to run both classes in parallel. And so we realized once we were able to take the rig and put it all against one wall, that is where lift primarily spends their time. And so really the gym is just cut in half, where sweat's on one side, lift is on the other. And what we found, getting very creative with programming, obviously they're both kind of programmed with equipment considerations on both sides and spacing, that there are some days where lift is on the other side of the gym where they don't need the rig at all. Maybe they're doing deadlifts and some dumbbell accessory stuff, whereas sweat is on the rig those days, and that's where they're getting in their gymnastics, their bar work. So it's worked really well, to be honest. The gym's kind of split in half right now. Luckily, everything's on wheels, rowers, bikes, all that stuff is mobile, which is great.
How do you manage the noise and like the sort of the energy of the classes that might not always align?
Yeah, that is the biggest challenge, to be honest. It's the noise, it's the music, but people just kind of got used to it. We're just very loud. We give instruction, we bring it in, we have people come in, as close as they can with everything right now. Where we go over the board. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly the hardest part is the music and the noise and the talking over each other. Sometimes it gets a little annoying, but I think the benefits far outweigh the challenges with that. And it's been really cool to see a lot of people kind of go back and forth between lift and sweat, and they have the ability to see both workouts. They see the entire week's programming, so they're able to balance, which classes they want to attend. Some people on certain days maybe do back-to-back lift and sweat or vice versa, and they enjoy that balance. But it's cool to see, some people that are like diehard sweaters and diehard lifters, like they'll never cross that boundary ever, but they're also very supportive, so like lift will be, sitting down, like resting in between their heavy squats, sitting on benches, and they're screaming at sweat from across the room as they're on the rowers and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It's, we definitely have like their own little cultures. Like the sweaters are like, just all about hit, right? They have to feel like they're on the ground dying after every workout, even though we know that's not always the goal. Right. But they just love that burn. They love the hard workout. They love to sweat. And there's some lifters that are like, I never want to ever do that ever again. But it's really cool.
Thank you guys for listening to this clip of the 7 Figure Box Show. If you enjoyed this video, please do us a huge favor and smash the like button below and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to see this full episode, head to the link in our description where you can see that full episode. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.